Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a magical forest where colorful butterflies danced and trees sang gentle melodies. This forest was called the Fairy Tale Forest. Every morning, as the sunlight filtered through the leaves, a brand new adventure would begin in its heart. One day, two shining lights fell from the sky onto the forest. One was as mysterious as the night, the other as bright as the morning sun. When the lights touched the ground, out came Batman and Spider-Man. But this time, they weren't in the city. They had landed in the land of fairy tales. Batman looked around and said, "This isn't Gotham, but it feels like a place full of magic." Spider-Man jumped from tree to tree, laughing, "Wow! Look at those butterflies. Even my webs aren't this beautiful." As the two heroes walked deeper into the forest, they noticed a giant tree with a glowing door carved into its trunk. On the door, shimmering letters read, "True courage comes from the heart." When they stepped through the door, they saw tiny animals running in panic deep within the forest. A little squirrel ran up to them, crying, "Help us! The dark fog is covering everything. Our fairy flower is dying." Batman knelt down and asked calmly, "Where is this fog coming from, little friend?" The squirrel replied in a trembling voice, "From the Cave of Shadows." Spider-Man rolled up his sleeves and smiled. "Sounds like the perfect job for us." Following the path shown by the squirrel and other animals, the two heroes journeyed onward. Their way was lined with glowing mushrooms, magical lights, and whispering flowers. But as they approached the Cave of Shadows, everything grew darker, and the wind began to howl. Batman turned on his small light device. "Stay close, Spider." Even in the dark, friendship lights the way Spider-Man chuckled. And a good joke doesn't hurt either. Inside the cave, they found a giant magical stone, the source of the fog. At its center, an evil shadow swirled. Batman circled quietly, while Spider-Man shot webs around the shadow. But the shadow laughed. "You cannot bind me! I am born from fear!" Batman took a deep breath and said, "We draw our strength not from fear, but from hope." At that moment, Spider-Man began to sing with the children of the forest. The melody spread through the air. The shadow shrank, the stone began to glow, and the fog disappeared. The fairy tale forest was bright once more. The little squirrel jumped for joy. "Hooray! Our fairy flower has bloomed again." Batman and Spider-Man looked at each other and smiled. Batman said softly, "Sometimes the greatest heroism is protecting the heart of a small friend." Spider-Man added, "And never forgetting to have some fun." As the sky brightened again, they stepped through the glowing portal at the heart of the forest and vanished. But in the heart of the fairy tale forest, their song of heroism still echoed. And that's why, whenever the wind whispers through the leaves, the forest children know that Batman and Spider-Man will one day return